guys, welcome back and welcome to our Christmas special of the Torque Up podcast. Not Talked Up or Talk Sport or anything else, just Torque Up. Brought to you by the awesome guys at Chauvinanu, like entire season 3. If you need anything for data login or testing or meter instruments or even don't have a clue about any of those things, like Muggins over here, they're the best people to speak to and they will certainly help you through it. Check them out on Instagram, TikTok and LinkedIn as well, and head over to their website, which is cauk.co.uk. Right. Merry Christmas, one and all. Ding, 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 ding. I am here with Janai. I am here with Jimbo.
Yes.
And we'd all rather be somewhere else. No, I'm joking. Just me. No, no, it has been Is it just me or has this year just gone out? Boom.
It has.
I just feel like every year is going faster and faster and faster.
It's because we're getting older, isn't it?
I get better. I don't get older. I'm like wine.
Yes, okay.
This is our third Christmas special, mine.
Huh?
This is our third Christmas special.
Bloody hell.
That is mad, actually. Yeah. That is mad, actually. Do you remember the first one we did?
Yeah, that was in the old unit.
That was not the best. But I always feel like I get the outfit wrong. Right? So, like, this year you forgot, so you've got the Bobo prize.
Right, yeah. Can I just say this wasn't my fault? Will rung me up about an hour ago now. Where are you? I'm just finishing a job, mate. What do you mean? He's like, you're supposed to be at the podcast. I was like, no, I'm not. He's like, check the calendar. I checked my calendar, nothing's in the calendar. And the mistake's been blamed on Jay.
It is. Jay put it in the wrong calendar, which you can't see, which therefore is not my fault.
And it's not my fault.
Pass in the back,
mate, that's management right there.
Slippery shoulders, mate.
Shit
slippery. And I'm eating it.
Right. You're eating it. Brilliant. Better than turkey, isn't it? Merry Christmas.
But I'm here now.
You are in your dry fit Nike, although they're not sponsoring us, but feel free. With your
supposed to have Snickers on.
with your antlers, Jay, who was supposed to come. Got his elf hat and decided to just go get himself a nice jumper, like not a Christmas jumper.
Well, this is it, mate, because I went in there. I went to Sainsbury's I did last year.
He did this nonsense last year.
I did.
Coca-Cola t-shirt.
I got the Coca-Cola t-shirt, but I went in there this year. In fact, I went in there about, hour and a half ago.
See how well we planned this show?
Yeah.
We planned the topics better than the outfits, promise.
But I saw the jumpers on display and I thought, they're all right. They're not bad. And then I saw this one, I thought, I can wear this to other things as well.
That's not the point.
The point is, it's a Christmas jumper. It matches the criteria.
It's not. It's a red jumper.
It's got festive patterns.
No, patterns. So it's just got I see. Absolute nonsense.
Whatever, mate.
Whereas Muggins over here, it looks like a bad, cheap bit of, what's it called? Paper that you wrap presents in.
Gift wrap.
Gift wrap. Oh, well, there we go. Whatever. I look like a knob. Last year, if you remember, same thing, right? What did you come as last year? Rudolph again with the flashy nose and ears.
Yeah,
you did.
You come with Coca-Cola t-shirt. Twat over here again was in some pajamas, and in the year before, you also were Rudolph with a flashy nose.
There's a theme here.
Yeah, you were just an elf hat that didn't fit your head.
Yes, yeah.
And I had a Santa outfit on, which actually you found out later is for a girl, and it was actually my daughter's, and it was actually a Santa dress. So 3 years.
3 years.
3 years.
Scary.
Yeah.
I'm 27 now.
Oh, shut up.
Yeah.
See, it's when he's
36.
Yes,
I'm 36.
And mate, I want to punch you both.
So are you 40?
Not yet.
I don't know. Time is going fast.
It is going quick. It is going. I mean, you couldn't grow facial hair when we did this first one.
Oh, sugar, yeah.
That surgery really did well, though, didn't it?
The ear's going back.
I did notice. Yeah. So the locked-in haircut didn't lock in.
The missus didn't approve.
No.
The haircut, so I've had to grow it back out.
Right, I had the same issue once, and I'm going to shave my head.
Oh yeah, that was horrendous. Wasn't it?
To sleep in a different room for 2 weeks. Then I shaved my beard, and that was also not well received, was it? But my missus don't know my chin. Kid you not?
Some dark days.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
it's a quick one. How did the Volkswagen thing go?
Oh yeah,
it was good.
Yeah,
good.
Is it a good car or good van or whatever?
It was. It's like really like. So I've just inquired now about a new electric van.
Oh yeah,
a Volkswagen one, obviously. So, like, I'm not just saying this because I got paid by Volkswagen to make videos. The Caddy I got now is hands down the best vehicle I've ever owned.
How long have you had that Caddy?
4 or 5 years now. Something like that.
Okay.
And I've had no like major issues, but obviously the normal wear and tear.
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
I've had the timing belt changed. I thought it was just time. Nothing has broken down, so I'm sticking with Volkswagen now.
I never say don't knock the table, but that's worth doing.
So,
Get a phone call now. He's on the M4. Hey, Will, can I borrow the van?
Can you imagine? But yeah, just inquired about a new electric transporter because the one I tried out, like it could hold all my tools, but if I got materials and stuff as well, like, I've got a lot of tools now. Do you know what I mean? So I'm thinking.
I saw your story.
So I want something a bit bigger. So a new fully electric transporter.
Yeah.
So
Have you seen the budget? I mean, I wasn't really going to touch on it, but obviously it's only happened real recently, and by the time this goes out, it'd been 3 weeks old or whatever the budget. But like, did you look at that at all?
Like I said to you in the last episode, I don't fully understand. Like I'm quite behind on all this stuff. Like, I don't really fully. I seen they put percentage up for like gambling, which I personally don't really care about.
Yeah.
But what is that? Just I know it's a bit off topic. What does that actually mean? Who gets affected by that percentage increase?
So what on things like gambling? It will be taking out your winnings and paid.
So why does that affect the betting companies then?
Because less people will bet.
Right. Okay.
So
I didn't know you got to pay tax on.
You didn't.
But I thought it was like 20%. They've upped it to like 40%.
No, I think that's the betting companies, isn't it? I'm not honestly. I don't gamble unless you talk about stocks and shares. So I'm not entirely sure. I a bit like you. I look at the stuff that affects my pocket.
I think most people do.
Yeah, and like I was looking. I think on the tools put something up about how they think it's going to affect people and the trades. And the one bit I cottoned out of it. So minimum wage is going up next year.
So businesses
again. Yeah. So that means raw materials all going up.
Just everything goes up.
Everything goes.
They got to pay.
Everything goes up.
Yeah, makes sense.
You know that essentially your earnings get squeezed because you're now closer to minimum wage. So you will have to put your prices up to stay ahead of inflation and all that stuff. The other thing that I thought was an interesting one is what maybe ask you the question. Say after you mentioned that you're looking for an electric one, is they're going to put a tax, aren't they?
2%?
No. So they're up in So they're up in your P111D on electric cars to 5%, which is still a lot cheaper.
What's up? What did you?
P111D is benefit in kind. So if you get a company car or a company van, right, you have to pay tax on that because essentially it's like additional salary, right? So you'll pay a tax percentage on that. With electric vehicles was not exempt, but it was 0%, and it went up to 1%.
Yeah.
So for the one main reason I'm getting a new van is because my tax bill this year could take me over that 40% threshold.
Right.
So, well, I know it's going to. So I want to...
So you expense it down to bring your earnings down.
So from what I spoke to my accountant about, so say the van costs 50 grand and I've earned 60 grand.
Yeah.
I've only actually earned 10 grand, essentially, being a sole trader.
Right.
So I'm going to be owed
money.
By the
money.
HMRC.
Yeah.
But is it different if you're...
So that's very different if you work for yourself, because like you say, it's a simpler P&L, right? So it's income versus expenditure for the business. What's left is mine, and what's ever left on that, I pay tax on. Yeah. When you're a business, so let's say for example you were employed, and you had a van or company vehicle, you'd pay what's called benefit in kind, which is a tax on your perks essentially. So one of the perks of that job is you get a company vehicle.
Okay.
So you pay a tax. So I can't even remember what it is. If you get a petrol car or a diesel car, you're basically getting absolutely hammered. I think hybrids were 11%. I think it depends on the car as well. That's gone up. But electric was 0% because they were trying to get everyone over to electric. Yeah. That included vans and that as well. Then it's went up to 1%. Then it was on at 2%. Now it's jumped to 5%.
That was always going to happen, though.
Of course it was, yeah. But if you haven't budgeted that in, that's an extra expense. Then they're going to charge you per mile. Is it 3 pence a month? 3 pence per mile on electric vehicles.
So would that be the same principle for me then?
Yeah. So that's a global. That's nothing to do with your employer's rights. That's an electric car tax, isn't it? So if you own an electric car or van, that's getting clobbered on there. But the other thing they did, I don't know if you've seen this on company vehicles, and that was aimed at the trades. Yeah, it depends on how many miles you do. Yeah. But what actually smashed it on the trades is if you've got a 5-cab vehicle, whether it's a truck or a van now, you can't write that off as a
I've
van.
seen that, yeah.
It's now a vehicle, so you would have to pay. It's completely different. So if you've got a Transit with 3 seats in it, fine, commercial vehicle. It's got 5 or Rangers, because that's why everyone was trying to get the Rangers in before April, because then after that, it's considered a vehicle. It's not considered a commercial vehicle anymore.
Well, here's one for the comments so people can leave some comments, because this is the dilemma I'm in now. I've just explained to you, I'm going over my tax. I don't have that many expenses, really.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be left with a big tax bill, because I've got nothing to go against my tax. So obviously I'm looking at buying a van, because I've got a 16 plate, like I said, nothing wrong with it. But to me, surely it makes sense to get a van on PCP, because if I don't want to buy an electric van outright because it's depreciation.
Yeah.
On them.
And it'll be heavy.
Yeah.
Don't want to lease it, because all it'll be accounted for is those monthly payments up until I get my tax return. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So it could only be like $2,000, whereas PCP would be the full amount.
No, and PCP is a loan agreement with the car, but it's essentially a personal lease. You'd be better off taking a personal loan, okay, buy the van.
It's $50,000.
Well, buy a smaller van. PCP, to my understanding, is what it is personal contract, whatever it is.
Well, I spoke to the dealership, and this is what he was. He said you need to speak to your accountant. Obviously.
Yeah,
So
because you're not going to get a $50,000 invoice for the car to offset.
Because basically this is the difference between leasing and PCP.
So PCP is a personal finance
So
thing.
you essentially agree to buy the van.
Yeah.
But just in a different thought, it's like,
because I don't think you did. Because when you get to the end of your PCP, at that
balloon payment,
at that point you agree to buy the van or not.
no, 'cause you're already buying the van. So basically, you've got to pay that balloon payment.
You don't have to.
Yeah, you hand the van back in because it's got the equity, so it pays off.
Oh,
that.
I see what you're saying.
Oh, I
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
So the return on the end of the PCP is you basically buying it back by giving them the car back
Or you sell it
and pay it off.
So I'm hoping I'll be left with a little bit of equity.
Okay.
And then
I didn't know
that'll be-
that about PCP.
And then that'll be the deposit then
yeah.
for my next. So it's over 2 years agreement, the deal I got. So by the end of that 2 years, I'm hoping there'd be enough equity. There's so I'm putting like $5,000 down.
Yeah.
There'd be another $5,000, and you just continue.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I personally don't want to buy I'd love to buy another van. That's what I'd prefer to do.
Yeah.
But I don't want to buy an electric van.
So wait, have you already agreed this then?
No, I haven't agreed.
Oh, okay.
So I'm happy to share the numbers, to be honest, because you get government grant and stuff. I swear they give you like $5,000 off it straight away.
Oh, do you?
And it worked out like £400 a month.
That's quite average at the moment.
But I'm saving 150 quid a month on diesel.
Wow.
It's like what,
Your road tax is all
But
going down
like
as well.
from that mileage thing
Yeah.
we just worked out is
Well, that's what I think. That's when exactly what you did. Exactly what I did when I heard about it. Right, which is okay. But my miles, when the average, I think the average person has 15,000 miles a year. Okay, obviously it varies depending on how far you travel for work or whatever. That at 3 pence was like 450 quid.
Yeah.
which is less than I pay in road tax.
I pay 360 odd now. It was exactly the same to what. So it's
Yeah,
like road
okay.
tax.
but
Yeah.
I think they're introducing road tax to electric vehicles as well. I mean, you only have to pick up any bit of social media, and all you hear is tax.
Yeah.
And they're putting a cap on your tax-free allowance, which is essentially a stealth tax on your income.
Yeah.
Because if everything's going up, but that means you're still paying more tax on your income, however you can't blind it. But if you're a business owner now, they're also taxing your dividends higher, and they've reduced your tax-free dividend allowance to 500 quid. Don't spend it all at once.
No way. It's all you can see now.
So you can take out tax-free.
Yeah.
Mad. But going back to the van then. So basically it's going to be costing me, that's how you look at it, about 230 quid a month.
For a brand new van with a warranty.
Is 5-year warranty.
Yeah.
Obviously the service and all. So it's
Is
short
the
to me.
servicing that included as well?
Yeah, I
I
think
mean, the
so.
servicing costs are less on electric
And
than they are.
and the whole, what I'm hoping with this, which obviously because I'm working with Volkswagen a few times, is the potential for more collaborations, which then is obviously more income.
Yeah.
Yeah, which
go
offset
to-
the cost of the van. Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking at. So surely that makes sense for me to do from what I just said. And this is why I was hoping some of the viewers could get in the comments who've got a bit of a better, say, business or better understanding.
I've done something like this before.
Yeah. But to me, in my head at the minute, that just makes total sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it makes.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
can't say it doesn't.
no, I was going to say, so in terms of the range, because I don't really know how, because all I know is that with these electric cars, same I think for hybrids as well, like the more things you have running, obviously, the quicker the electricity goes.
This is the furthest I travel.
Oh, right, okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you'll be fine. Because you've got a lot of heavy tools as well, so I don't know
Yeah, I
if
know
the
you
weight plays
said.
a part as
Yeah,
well.
I mean, I think, but when you look at the weight of a van, right, even when it's loaded, compared to, say, for example, a Range Rover or the i5 or these big luxury, they still do 200-300 miles on a charge. Like, and they don't. It's like the opposite to a combustion engine, isn't it? So like, you're doing 60, 70 miles an hour on a motorway in a diesel, the thing pretty much runs on fumes. You hardly use. You're up and down a gearbox, up and down town in that little streets. It kills it. A battery works the other way around.
Yeah.
Up and down around town, it's absolutely brilliant. You put it on a motorway for long distances, it sucks.
But
So-
yeah, I don't like I said, I hate traveling for work really, and I don't really like traveling without outside an hour.
I'll tell you what, guys, anyone who's got an electric van or electric commercial vehicle that has gone through it, because I mean, we had John on, didn't we? He's done this quite a lot with his MG and stuff like that. But it's a great idea. Jump in the comments or get in touch with us on Instagram or whatever and let us know the pitfalls of it, the successes of it. And because if you share that with us, we can share that with other people. They can learn from that as well. Because it's going to happen. Everything's going to push more that way, innit?
Yeah.
I mean,
and the best situation for people to do, like me, sole traders or whatever, in terms of trying to save money on tax and not save, the best benefit to me, like getting a van.
yeah, I mean, it's different for us here as a business because we on purposely don't buy them because then they go into your P&L as an asset. Okay, so we lease vehicles for our reps and things. So we lease them because then they go down as a cost. And then you can offset that against your profits and therefore then pay less tax. And then once they've ratcheted up X amount of miles or age or whatever, you send them back and you get new ones.
Yeah.
Me and Jay have always done it differently. We run our own cars because, again, if you have a car like that, you get tax on your P111D and yada, yada, yada. So we run our own cars and then claim the mileage back, which is, it works out about the same, doesn't it, really? But we get to choose our own cars and do what we want with it. And that expense is obviously tax-free, but they'll come after that soon as well.
Yeah.
Without a doubt. But yeah, but from the outlook didn't seem too bleak for the trades as such.
Yeah.
I think they're investing in younger people and blah, blah, blah.
I've seen some of the apprentices.
Yeah, but the only thing is you're investing in apprenticeships, which is great, which is well overdue, right? And again, until the details of that come out, you never know what that investment actually looks like. They can throw big numbers, but what does that mean, right?
Yeah.
But what's the opportunity for them? How many people are going to be able to take on apprentices when you just whacked up the minimum wage? Again.
So it defeats the point.
It
Is that what you're
offsets
saying?
that.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys aren't going into trades because there's no jobs for them
But
at
I
the
think
end.
the idea was, from what I gathered from it anyway, was the government would pay the apprentice essentially for the first however long, and they work for free unless you.
Is that where the funding is going? Is it?
So the government subsidise to cover all the costs then?
Like when I first started, I got paid £50 a week, and I was working 4 days a week. The company didn't pay me at all.
Yeah.
I think it's just something along those lines. So that actually the company would get free labour essentially.
Well, look, I'm going to for our New Year's episode, I'm going to dig deep into it because again, the budget's only just happened a couple of days ago, right? And I'm going to dig deep into it to how it's going to affect electricians especially, but trades as more of a global apprentices. But the other thing I want to look at is construction as a whole because they're so far behind in building homes, which has a massive knock-on effect on the whole economy, let alone just the trades and the industries and stuff. Yeah. But with that as well, businesses are shrinking, as in they're shrinking their spend and expenditure. So you're not going to get more commercial buildings built. You're also not going to get people starting businesses and this, that, and that. So it's going to be, when we moved in here, we needed loads of work doing. Mm-hmm. We had every trade going in this building at one point. So and there's going to be less of that. Yeah. So it depends on who you listen to. There's a lot of scaremongering and stuff, but like there's stuff about this 2-child cap, and that seems to be taking the big headlines, isn't it?
But then they were saying that they were investing into parts of the UK, so they're investing, I think it was like £500 million into Wales.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
But again, there's no detail behind it.
Yeah,
I mean,
there's no outline as
and
to
you
how
have
that
to
works.
hope that they're putting more power into local mayors and things like that. But you have to hope that that money trickles down into something that generates more money for the local area rather than just go, they chucked billions in the NHS, didn't they? And didn't know where it went and nothing moved, nothing changed.
Yeah.
So I think it's about... I don't care, a lot of people are staunch Labour, staunch Reform, staunch Tory. It doesn't really matter to me. It's just like, how is it going to affect everyone so we can all crack on and leave something better for the kids? Like, do you know what I mean? And at the moment, I think everyone is just absolutely fed up because every time someone says something, they then U-turn and do something else. Yeah. And I don't know about you guys, but every month that paycheck, which hasn't changed,
looks smaller.
Goes less distance. You know what I mean?
Well, then just a quick one, just before we move on. Do you think, just based on the budget, just based on everything that's going on now, do you think we are now witnessing the death of entrepreneurship? Because based on what we've said here in terms of the tax implications and everything around it, is there any incentive for people to start going, right, okay, let me build something from scratch here, knowing as to the fact that they're not going to be really subsidized, there's no real government funding for them. They're just going to feel like, well, it makes more sense to get a 9-to-5 because it's secure, it's stable, etc. And the chances of, being a successful entrepreneur are slowly but surely shrinking. Because again, we look at the online platforms, we look at the social medias. Okay, you've got influencers. But I imagine there will be a cap at some stage where, the threshold's been met and no one else is going to really be able to make money of that. So do you think entrepreneurship, especially in terms of our industry, with people going out self-employed, yada, 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 do you think that is dying or do you think that is still there?
I think it'll go the other way. I do.
Do you know what? When he was saying that, I was thinking the same thing. That's why I thought I'd let you go first.
If businesses can't afford to pay more, people are going to go, right, I'm going to do it on my own. And they'll start up on their own. Yeah. Chasing more money. That's what I see it as.
I also think you can chase more security. Like if my first we've got to find that 9-to-5, or even a job.
Okay.
Right? I think James hit it on the head. I think companies will try and do more with less, which means we're going to shrink your hours down.
Yeah.
Do we need to take on a whole new member of staff, or if I pay you an extra $5,000, do you want to do this job as well? Yeah, I think that you're going to see a lot of that. I think the rise of AI is taking away a lot of these administration jobs that would have been your entry-level jobs to get in anyway, which means you're going to struggle to get that experience to get do you see what I mean? So you're going to have to figure it out. And I think if you work for yourself, whilst it's risky, because there's no, I don't care what job you take, right? It's always a risk, but going out by yourself, you have to put skin in the game first. I think that's where the risk comes from.
Yeah.
But if you get past that point and you get to a point where you're earning a bread, you're in control of that then. You're not going to sack yourself, are you? No. You're not going to be subject to the latest redundancies and bits. I think it's going to be real tough, though.
Yeah.
I do. And if you were scared to go out on your own before, this will freeze you up like an ice cube.
Yeah. So what were you saying, James? Because you said that you reckon it'll do the inverse.
He agrees with me.
It's the rebirth, is it?
I think it depends. Like, there's obviously some amazing companies out there pay amazing rates, amazing pension. If you can get into them, you may be sorted. But there's obviously a lot of companies who just getting by. So if they can't afford to pay you more, I think that'll force people into just going out on their own.
I think so.
Obviously, especially that's more domestic, I think, than...
Is it?
Yeah, I think so. It's too, like we spoke about before, it's just...
But there's nothing stopping you. You just sat here and told us you're self-employed. You work in commercial.
Yeah, I do a lot of subcontracting.
But that's still working for yourself.
Yeah,
There's not. I mean, you're still your own. And don't forget, most of our industry is self-employed.
Yeah.
They might not be running big limited companies with 3, 4, 5, 6 boys on the road or whatever, but they are their own boss. And they choose, I'm going to subcontract to these guys today. I'm working on this project next month. I'm going to ratchet this work down here because I'm going to do more of this over here for a bit. So that's what I'm saying. You can still slice that up and move it around differently.
Yeah,
it's still working commercial.
I feel like people look down on subcontracting quite a lot.
Okay. Do you think that's because of agencies?
I don't go through agencies. So
but a lot of people traditionally did, didn't they?
Yeah, maybe. Because you obviously you get a lot of bad sparks in agency. So I think people look, but I think it's good. Like for me, I would much rather subcontract to a company and earn a little bit less than what I would be earning if I went and done domestic. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Also, the administration of it is less. There's no stress. You don't have to worry about raw materials, paying the bills. You turn up, you do your work, you go home.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And it's just more, personally, I just enjoy the work a lot more than calling around an attic. Personally.
Yeah.
Mate,
Like I'd done a domestic job this morning. It was fine. Like certain customers, certain jobs I will do. But if I know I can go and work in a factory, subcontract to a different company, get paid a decent rate, not as much as what I charge myself, but I'm happy.
Yeah.
And that's a balance, isn't it? So it's a great point to what you were saying there. Like, do you think it will see the death of the entrepreneur? What you might see is people go at it differently. So they might look at it like, well, there's no point in me working harder to try and build this, that, and the other, because they're taking everything off me. As soon as I earn £1, they're taking 50p. So what do I need to do to get to just a comfortable stance where it kind of restructures that work-life balance almost? Like, well, there's no point earning more than this anyway, because I got to then work twice as hard to earn any more. Like, I can't afford to earn less because I'm accustomed to this lifestyle. So if I can do this and enjoy what I do and work maybe less or do different type of work, I'll just stay here.
Yeah.
So what it might kill is not the entrepreneurism, is more the enterprise side of it of, okay, well, rather than just being, okay, this is where I want to be, is that reaching for the stars element of we want to grow and be this big thing. It might kill aspiration in that sense.
Well, they did say funny enough, on the Daily Mail.
The Daily Mail, the source of all.
No. Daily Mail for sports is number one. I don't care what anyone else says.
Daily Mail for sports comments is number one.
Oh yeah, that too.
There's that, and Twitter or X, whatever it's called, are the greatest places for just sitting there. And do you ever get involved in the comments?
No.
Mate, you know what I'm like, I can't help it. Especially on sport, because people are so passionate about their sports team. I'm the worst, but you just give them a little jib. Oh, they lose their mind. Oh, it's great. Just sit back. But yeah, I'm a wind-up merchant like that.
Yeah, but anyway, so Daily Mail, one of the headlines just after the budget was announced was the death for the strivers. So again, it kind of marries up to what you were saying there. So people striving to elevate past where they are currently. This benefit, not the benefit system, but the budget system essentially just keeps them stagnant,
stuck.
They can't move. So yeah, that might be the case.
But there's argument for and against in it, because if the economy in the world gets stronger, okay, and more people have more money and they can get more work done to their house and they can get solar on their roof and they can do all this bits and bobs, there's more work for us. So there's more opportunity for us to earn more money to hit that next level.
Yeah.
Than if they don't, and all the money stays at one end of the economy and trickles down at their leisure. So the thing is you don't know, and no one's got a fucking clue, really.
No.
I actually don't think the people that are making the decisions have much of a clue. I think it's all a little bit. We talked about gambling tax earlier. I think that's what this is.
Yeah.
I think we're all gambling with our taxes. The bit I think that I'm really, the only bit I'm worried about really is they seem to be just, there's no rhyme. They just seem to be spreading tax everywhere, and no one can really see at this point where is the extra work coming from. Where does the help?
Where's the extra money coming
Yeah.
from?
If we're putting everything in, we've been taxed with the highest tax rate in Europe. Like you could literally live in any other country in Europe and pay less tax. Because Mrs. said to me, she's like, "Oh, would you think about moving abroad?" I was like, "Yeah, at this point." So where? I was like, "It don't matter. It'd be cheaper." Like it really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But then it's everything that goes with it, isn't it? You still get a healthcare system. You still get a schooling system. They're not great.
But they're better than nothing, let's be honest.
But I think a lot of us want sort of America level of tax, but we also want like Scandinavian level social services.
Yeah.
Well, look at the Scandinavian countries; they pay a hell of a lot of tax. So, I think. But as long as the trades stay healthy, and people still need consumer units.
I don't want to go too off topic, so I know we're dragging this out now. But I put a TikTok thing up about like why I think electricians would be one of the best trades, and I got a backlash.
All becoming millionaires, isn't it? That's what you said in the
Yeah, basically.
I did see that.
Yeah, but I got loads of backlash. People saying, "Yeah, but it's just going to force loads of people coming into the trade." I was thinking about it, I was like, it will, right? But being an electrician is an easy job. I wasn't necessarily aiming that more at domestic. I'm aiming it more at like the more
Specialists.
specialist stuff. Not everyone can do the job. Coming from, like, do you know what I mean? It can be a difficult job. So they can put as
100%.
many people as they want into there. If you're not good at your job, you're not going to get paid well. So
I think the backlash that you got there was more to do with the fact that it's the ones that it comes back to they'll do an EICR for 50 quid. They'll do a board change for a £5.
Yeah,
it's that
same now. Like you can do loads in commercial. Like what I mean, as long as you stay up to date and you keep progressing and not just wiring sockets. No, you're not. You are going to be flooded out. But
but you said this on a previous podcast where the biggest investment you make as a business, right, is into the business. When you're a solopreneur or a sole trader or whatever, you have to keep investing in yourself, whether it be tools, whether it be a van, whether it be new courses, like you're doing courses now. Like you have to keep, otherwise you end up in that cannon fodder space where you are fighting over that. Well, that's the work you're qualified to do.
Climb that ladder.
Yeah. But you need the experience to do it as well. Of course it's going to flood the market. It did years ago.
Yeah.
You know, and everyone will chase something where they think they're the next gold rush is, and then you find half of those people that end up chasing things also then veer off when something else comes up.
And you like people like coming from admin, obviously, because they say their jobs are getting taken from AI. They may not be like the cold winters and
Absolutely not.
Do you know what I mean?
You got to get
not
up
for everyone.
No, you got to get up at R5 now, mate.
Yeah.
not calling to the office at quarter to 9.
You haven't got a cup of tea at hand. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, should we move on?
We should. So
to
what?
The fun stuff.
Well, let's pop some Christmas crackers after we pop the government.
Right. Which one are we going for?
All right, I'm going to go for a gold one.
We're on these.
I think your prize just fell out.
I think I've already won.
I hope.
No, I got a pencil. Note to self, guys. Don't get crackers from B&M.
Right.
I want an SPD overcurrent protective device in mine.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Hey!
Double
Oh,
winner.
bloody hell.
Yeah, buddy.
Didn't come with a prize out.
So B&M.
So I got all the prizes. That's what we like.
Go on, give us a joke, Dan. Let's have one.
Go.
Janai.
Hey.
You can read that one.
Right.
Oh, there you go, mate. You can have a notepad.
All right.
Congratulations.
How do you keep cool at a football match?
At this time of year, you just attend. Got no idea.
You stand next to a fan. Drunch.
Fair play. That's
Anyway, let's move on. That's
good.
awful.
That's
Let's go.
good.
Let's go.
Bad.
All right, next one.
Oh, we're actually listening all the way.
What is black and white and noisy?
Michael Jackson.
Lol.
What? I don't know.
Tumbleweed.
No one knows.
Mate, this is not good. A zebra with a drum kit. Okay, so
Let's move on.
that one's on the floor there, mate.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So if you want to grab the, put that
All right,
on
let
now.
me. I'll just pop it myself.
He's doing it
shall I?
himself.
Yeah, just pop it. Do you want a hand? Wow.
No, I got there.
On your own.
Right, where is it? Oh, there we are. Right. Oh, bloody hell, it stinks.
The listeners are waiting.
What did
Forgot he can't read, didn't I? Oh, my bad.
what did the fish say when it swam into a wall?
I don't know.
Damn.
Oh dear. And guys, the suspense, I know, we've got another 3 to go later in the show. Right? So
We'll do it at the end.
you can save these all up and share them with people you don't like.
Awab's law came into effect on the 27th of October 2025. New compliance rules for social housing now require tighter monitoring for ventilation. Now, every inspection must record airflow in litres per second. No exceptions. The CA 1227 measures airflow precisely with cone set verification. With this instrument, you can ensure you're compliant moving forward. If you want to add the CA 1227 to your environmental testing kit, contact us on info@chauvin-arnu.co.uk.
If you don't like.
Right.
So, drum roll, is it? Right. Next up, what has been some big news in the industry, guys? Big news bulletin. Go on, Jay. What have you heard on the grapevine?
I have heard that some people have been having their inspections, their installations failed because of a certain reason. I don't know as to whether or not anyone else has heard anything.
I have certainly heard of it.
Oh, have you?
I have, yeah.
James, have you?
I've been told about it.
Will sat here like this. What have you heard then, Jay? Come on, spread the news.
Right, okay. As to whether or not this is true, and it does.
I have
What's
the
the rest that
evidence.
you gotta say?
I have
Okay.
the evidence.
You got to say
Well,
allegedly in it or something.
Okay, so
Allegedly, but I got
allegedly, electricians are getting failed on their installations because they've got the SPD on the busbar, but they have no overcurrent protection. And by that, I mean the 32 amp MCB, or if you're using Type 1 and Type 2 SPD, the 63 amp
So
MCB.
essentially, electricians bought a consumer unit from the wholesaler, fitted it to a wall,
Yep.
and as it comes, it doesn't come with an MCB protection for the SPD.
Yeah.
And now they've been pulled up on their NIC, NAPIT, no NIC.
Oh,
Yeah,
I didn't
it's
say
not,
names.
and I hasn't said anything, but it has been NAPIT. So, an electrician who will remain nameless, because I haven't asked him, that I've spoken to him, was failed because a Type 2 surge device installed with the main service fuse as the only overcurrent protective device, and therefore does not appear to meet the requirements of 534.4.5 or 534.4.5.2. Installation of a dedicated protective device of a surge unit with appropriate supply wiring arrangement required, and then told him basically to fix it. Right.
It's like if someone said this would happen.
I remember someone even did a podcast on
Oh,
it.
did they?
They did, mate, yeah. Handsome chap. Right. So, the manufacturer in question responded, put it in writing.
Oh,
there is
did
an
they?
email by you, as the Welsh would say.
What manufacturer was this? Or
I mean,
allegedly?
to be honest, I can't say because the bottom of the email, whilst it tells you who sent it, and it's the logistics and supply chain coordinator, has cut off the brand, the company name.
Right.
Okay, so the screenshot I've been sent has cut off the brand name, but I hear they're quite popular. So, previous SPD devices have required a local MCB for backup protection. Our solution removes the need for this. Oh, I can't wait to talk about this. Removes the need for this, freeing up one additional way within the consumer unit. Our current SPD devices are suitable for all common earthing UK arrangements, such as TNCS, PME, TNS, and TT earthing systems. And I got an issue with that as well, because TT earthing systems need a
different type in there.
different type. Do you know what type it is?
No. What type?
Type 1. Do you know why?
Oh, yeah,
What type
yeah.
of earthing system is a TT system? What's it associated with?
The ground.
Is that?
Well, that's never mind. Overhead lines and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Moving. You didn't watch the video. For heck's sake. Right. I wouldn't mind. It's our video. Right. Anyway, TT earthing systems remove the risk of selecting the wrong type of SPD. Nonsense. Anyway, it does say the Fusebox SPD does not require a backup MCB or fuse to protect it, as it is fully rated to 100 amp. This is the same rating as the maximum cutout fuse for most UK domestic dwellings, and the same rating as the consumer unit and its main switch, and relies on the upstream protection characteristics of this fuse, also known as the what fuse?
Do you know?
The DNO fuse, which has got absolutely nothing to do with our installation. Do we agree?
Yeah.
Who does it belong to?
Is the DNO?
DNO Dave. Right. This ensures the best practice surge protection performance and reliability so that connected appliances equipment is fully protected. The removal of the need for the secondary protection device, i.e. the MCB and fuse, and the use of shorter conductor paths improves the SPD effective performance.
Wow. I just find for NAPIT doing this is insane. Not in
It's brave.
in the
It is.
because they gotta know that's gonna piss off electricians and manufacturers. Not piss off. Piss off. It's good. Like the electrician's gonna feel a bit like
it's going to
"What?
create
How can I-
frustration with electricians with the manufacturer.
How can I buy something and then be failed on it? Like,
How old are you? 27.
27.
Do you ever watch Blue Peter?
I bet, yeah.
Did you watch Blue Peter?
I have indeed, yes.
Right. Here's 3 I made earlier. This is the issue that NAPIT have. Okay. And again, handsome chap did a podcast on this, okay, and some other videos, and got absolutely battered for it, okay?
Pass me your phone a sec. Oh, no.
Right, so I have 3 SPDs, okay? This one, as many of you will have recognized, it's a wonderful piece of equipment from your favorite consumer unit manufacturer, Navitas, okay? This SPD is fitted with a what?
GDT.
No, that's what's in it. What's it fitted with in our boards? Come on, you sold
Oh,
me.
an MCB.
It
Sorry,
is, thank you. Gosh, glad you're here. Right, so comes with a 32 amp MCB, okay? And now within this, okay, what they're talking about with this integral protection and blah, blah, blah that they're all talking about is what me and Kirsty talked about when we said there are, based on BSEN standards, which are manufacturing standards, squat all to do with wiring standards, which is BS 7671, which is the regulation that the NAPIT assessor there has quoted.
Yeah.
They have to come with a fail-safe. That fail-safe is a solder joint. See if you want to have a look at that there, James. There's one there, along with the MOV, okay? And one there, along with the GDT, okay? So when this melts out here, okay? So when this burns out, this will melt. You can see that spring-loaded there, yeah? Right, so when that melts there, that basically removes itself. That pushes that little green flag forward. Now your indicator goes red, letting you know this SPD is dead. Sweet FA about that, can you test, is rated or blah, 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 or it falls under the characteristics of overcurrent protection. There is no overcurrent protection within that. That is a fail-safe solder joint, and that's what we were talking about. Here are the SPDs from 2 very popular brands, okay? You may recognize them, you may not. Both of these, okay, fit directly onto a Busbar, okay? So, as you can see, there is the varistor on the back. There is the GDT on the other side, okay? The GDT is slightly harder to see the solder point. It's there. But the varistor, as you can see, is right in the middle there, okay? Which is the hottest point of the varistor, by the way. So, with these devices, when that melts, this basically, it takes that spring out. The spring's at the back here, and that pushes that up. Exactly the same with this one, pushes that up, and the flags will go red. Okay? Again, nothing about that forms part of overcurrent protection within the device, which they've confirmed in that email, because they're essentially saying we're relying on the DNO fuse. Okay? The only difference between these 3 devices at all, apart from their internal configuration, the only difference is they have taken their live terminal, which we place up here, and they have placed it at the bottom. Okay? So ours is an earth terminal at the bottom here. Theirs is a live terminal. Because it's a live terminal, it can take its current feed from the Busbar. Okay? Whereas ours takes it from a conductor from the MCB. Essentially, they're all connected to the main switch, which then goes back to the DNO fuse. Okay? So the only bit of overcurrent protection with these devices is the DNO fuse, because they are not connected to an MCB. Performance-wise, structurally, they're exactly the same as the devices that were previously fitted with an MCB. Okay, there you have it. 3 completely different manufacturers. 2 of them fitted the same way. 1 of them fitted this way. And I'm not picking on these brands, because there are loads of you who are doing it like this now. Okay, but that essentially is why NAPIT is saying that does not comply, because there is nothing in that device there that has an overcurrent protected device in it. It has a fail-safe device. Okay, brilliant. They all do. But it doesn't have any form of dedicated overcurrent protection. There's no selectivity present or anything else like that. Okay, that has to rely on the DNO fuse entirely. So that DNO fuse is a maximum capacity of 100.
Yeah.
Okay, not, again, forms part of any part of our installation. We're not even allowed to pull it. Okay, but we also don't know, and most of the DNOs don't know, what fuse is actually in it.
Can I be devil's advocate to that?
Please do.
What's the difference between that and our mains tails?
In what respect?
Well, we don't. The only overcurrent protection we have on our mains tails, less than 3 meters,
Yeah.
is our main fuse.
Yeah.
But they're double insulated, actually.
Uh-huh.
Is that the answer?
Which
to my
is
own
why
question?
NAPIT have also got rid of single insulated tails in the meter cabinet.
Was it, so I just answered my own question. Right?
You did, yeah. Thank you for asking it.
Right.
But again, I want to point out, NAPIT did. So that's 2. So NAPIT have come out and said they do not accept single insulated cable in the tails. They just don't. Not in a meter cabinet. They just don't accept it. They would code that as C2, I think they said.
Right.
They come out and said. And they've also come out and said, well, apparently they haven't come out and said anything at this point. I've been trying to get hold of Steve, answer the phone, man. Right? Been trying to get hold of Nappit since this has come out. And it has got some traction, hasn't it? And no one from Nappit has made an official statement. I've heard some things behind the scenes and this and the other, which I won't share because it's not fair. But it appears like Nappit have taken a point of, do you know what? We're going to raise the standard. Our electricians are going to work to the letter of BS 7671. That's what it appears like to me, in my humble opinion, allegedly, or whatever I need to say.
Okay, so, right, let's break it down then. So there's 3 different sections here. So you've got contractor, wholesaler, manufacturer. Mm-hmm. So...
And governing body.
Oh, and governing body. Yeah. Right, leave the governing body out of it for 2 seconds. Contractor, how would that affect the contractor then?
Well,
if this is what Nappit is saying.
Well, you have to bring in the governing body, like Nappit. If they're failing you, that's costing you more money. Because if they gotta come back out or whatever reason to retest
don't you have a period of time
to
go put it right?
Yeah. So now you're for example, if a lot of people fit fuse box, so if that's all they fit, you're telling me all their installations are now.
Well, and this is I had this conversation. I had this conversation with Jamie Blayton yesterday, right? And he said to me, "You cannot tell me these same assessors weren't seeing this type of configuration on an SPD 6 weeks ago."
True.
Because Fusebox, Luden, Niglon, Live, Hager, Wilex, who else? BG have moved to this sort of structure. Granted, Hager and Wilex is slightly different because they got their own buzz. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. But essentially moved to the same principle as this, advertised it, and have done so. This isn't new.
Yeah, but this may not be the reason, but could it genuinely be from something from that podcast you've done with Kirsty? It could have.
It could have raised the question
some way, and then it's just it snowballed.
It could have done, and it could have. Someone at technical at Nappit has had a look at it and gone, that makes sense. Maybe had meetings with people who were experts on the subject, asked them a bunch of questions, got an opinion, and gone back to their technical guys and gone, we agree with this. From now on, this is an internal directive that we're going to push. But again, no one said anything, so that's all just.
Hearsay, yeah.
Opinion.
Can I be totally honest with you with the way I see this going?
Go on, because I bet I agree with you.
So Nappit may have to backtrack or whatever, and it's going to be fine to do
on further review. The risk of the
that's genuine. It's just from an electrician's perspective. I know you've got your businesses and all the manufacturers. Too much money involved.
100%.
Yeah, we
had the same
last night.
So whilst we were sat there, right? Whilst when I heard it, you can imagine like how happy I was, right? Genuinely, and I wasn't happy because it was I told you so. I was happy because, like you said, I think someone's listened. And all I wanted people to start doing, which we did with the Doncaster podcast, which we've done with other things, like start asking questions, because you're just taking everything at face value. And there's some companies out there that are really trying to put the best product out in the market, improve on best practice and support. And there are other companies out there, do you want to make a couple of quid? There's place for everyone. But when you're putting electricians at risk, which is what I said would happen, this is going to fall back on the electrician to put right, which is exactly what's going to happen with that guy's assessment. That's when I had an issue with it. And that's why I did the podcast and everything else. This company here, okay, won't mention who they are massive at this point. Okay, this company, I bet you can't even guess who they are, but they've lost 9 million actually in the last year of turnover, but they are still a big lump. Hager globally, I think, are 4.6 billion.
Pass.
Well,
I know it's billions.
It's billion. They're a little bit bigger than us. Like BG, huge. Niglon, 20 odd million. Like not in circuit protection, but as a company. Like you're 100% right. There's too many people that have gone this road, and if Nappit stay the course, fair play. But everyone else will have to join them to make it stick.
I would say they could have stuck to it if it didn't affect electricians.
But it doesn't.
It does. Because they're saying their installation's failing.
Doesn't affect a Navitas installer.
No.
But it doesn't affect an electrician if they go by the regs. Because there's nothing stopping you, absolutely nothing stopping you, taking that off the bus bar, and taking a live conductor and looping it into an MCB.
What I'm saying is, I would like to say NAPIT would stick to the statement if it was just manufacturers that they were, say, pissing off, but they're not. They're pissing off. Installers are pissed off both ways at the manufacturer and now at NAPIT because they got to go round potentially and rectify everything they've done. That's what I'm getting at.
Will they have to go and rectify everything they've done?
I don't think they'll do it retrospectively.
No, I don't either.
But then I can see what you're saying with the frustration because, like Will said, and it's a valid point, 6 weeks ago, you were approving me. Now all of a sudden I'm doing the same thing and now you're failing me. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, they don't go through an assessment every 6 weeks. But what I'm saying is I think those same assessors would have seen these. I mean, this company is absolutely huge. Everyone buys this stuff from every wholesaler up and down the country, right?
Yeah.
You can have your own concept of who market leaders are based on quality, whatever. Turnover-wise, volume of units sold, Fusebox are market leaders. It is what it is, 100%, right? And everyone is fitting that. And you fitted a Fusebox consumer unit. I've taken plenty of them apart. Like, you see it on every wholesaler shelf you go to. So they haven't approached the manufacturers. And you can see from the response, the manufacturers have taken that information from somewhere. They haven't just made it up. And they've determined that based on the way that they can use a DNO fuse as overcurrent protection, they feel that they're in the right. So the only thing I can see developing from this is NAPIT go, okay, you can continue to do that. But for our electricians, we're going to hold them to this standard. So when SBS 7671 changes, this is the standard we're going to hold them to.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
And I know
they're going to lose essentially business.
Of course.
Because installers who say don't really care, they want a cheap fuse board. I'll go with NIC then. If you're going to fail me on that.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think it'll stick.
The way I see it, there's two ways it's going to go. Either the regs are going to change. Yeah,
I said that to you, didn't I? The regs will reclassify what overcurrent protection
is. The NAPIT of just going off the regs.
Yeah.
And that's what they should be going off.
Because that's what they all should be going off.
So the regs are going to change. Oh, there's some money going on.
Mate, with that, the thing is, again, there's only a few companies that are still out there doing it based on what we read in black and white. Okay, and there's us and probably 2 or 3 others, right? That's it.
Can we name them on there?
Pardon? You can name if you want. Contactum are one.
I believe Contactum do it.
Contactum still do it this way. Who's the other one?
Is this because they just haven't bothered?
I think so. Yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I have my opinion. I think they move at a different pace than some of these guys. That's true. Who else is there? I think that might be it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think that might be it. Because don't forget, there's a lot of them that come from the same place.
So to pass a NAPIT inspection currently, you can only use.
Well, no,
Navitas.
you can use everyone. You just got to run a breaker.
Yeah, but
off it.
If you're going to go into buy a consumer unit, you're going to go on this premium. You're not going to go buy separate reconfigure it.
But my point is there wouldn't be a single install out there currently that you couldn't rejig. All you got to do is take that off the buzz bar and wire it into a breaker. You can buy a fuse box breaker. You can buy whoever's
would
breaker.
They have the space for the additional way? Or?
Well, that depends if you rammed everything in the thing.
One out, yeah.
But then you can also tap them into another breaker that's already there. But then it doesn't have a dedicated OCP, which is what it says in the regs. And that's literally...
Yeah, you've got to cut the buzz bar down and stuff then as well.
You've got to do all sorts of shit. It's a pain in the ass.
No one's going to do that.
But this was my point right at the beginning. This is what the regs say. And again, I spoke to Jamie. Jamie has spoken to some top global companies of surge protection who agree with us, right? And they do not operate a system like this at all, globally, right? So we're the only ones that did it as a country. I say we, the globe, the industry, right? We're the only ones that did it. BS 7671 said don't do it. It's been reinterpreted. I don't know where and why and where that come up from, but basically it was reinterpreted that essentially that solder point could be relied on as internal protection, or that the dedicated overcurrent protection has been reclassified as a DNO fuse, which isn't dedicated at all.
Was that being said? Sorry.
That's what was said in that email. Essentially, that we rely, this can go directly off the buzz bar. We can shorten conductors and and we basically it's 100 amp rated. They're all 100 amp rated, by the way. 100 amp rated is a thermal rating on the
Are they
barista.
basically saying that is a fuse? essentially. That's what the fuse is.
No. What they're saying is this Arista is 100 amp rated, which means it's not going to have an issue below that.
Yeah.
And after that, you should start melting this and blah, blah, blah. That starts melting at about 160 amp, to be fair. But, right, they're all 100 amp, to my knowledge. I know ours are, most are. The guys at Surge Protection Devices, all their Aristas are 100 amp rated.
But isn't that what a fuse is as well, though? Just something inside a fuse.
But that's the point. It should be rated at a lower aspect. Because if there's a fault on that, for example... It should take because that's going to build up heat. That can cause this. If you've got that going at 80, right, and just melting itself away, and the heat build up on that, that's an issue, right? If that's caught in a short circuit fault, that's an issue.
So it's like saying like a main switch of a DB is rated at 100 amp.
Yeah.
So that they're essentially saying that's like an overcurrent protective device at 100 amps.
Well, no. So what they're saying is it's rated at the same amperage as that incomer, which is just a pass-through device anyway. But the DNO fuse has a maximum capacity of 100 amp. Okay, so if it's getting past that,
but it doesn't trip at 100.
No, that's the point. Like what they're basically saying is, well, look, we've rated this at 100 amp. So anything above that, this should start melting, yada yada yada, which they all are, by the way. Okay, so if there's but the DNO fuse has a maximum capacity of 100. So if it's less than that, that should trip before this ever becomes an issue. Okay, and if it doesn't, once it gets to its maximum capacity of the DNO fuse, this will start kicking in as well. But no one knows what's in that fuse, and we also know those fuses definitely don't go at 100 amp. Sometimes they go less, but like, do you know what I mean? Some of them are definitely filled with chewing gum, I'm sure of it, right? But there's a whole, it's a mess. It's a mess. The whole principle of it is a mess because, again, the best part about the whole thing is it's the DNO fuse.
Well,
it's got nothing to do with us.
Yeah, I was going to, like a breaker, for example, like a 32 amp breaker, it doesn't trip straight away at 32 amps.
No.
It has a gradual, it's a time in there.
Yeah, it's heat tolerance.
So obviously 100, that could catch fire before even that fuse
Correct.
goes.
Correct. That's the whole point of having a 32 amp rated MCB on it. Yeah. Right? So if it starts going over that, the MCB takes out the current, that thing don't melt to death.
Yeah. And then catch fire.
Yeah, because again, going back to it, these solder points are a fail safe. If everything else stops working, don't worry, this will cut it out.
So all right then, to kind of end this thing, what's your prediction that's going to happen in this, what's going on?
I'm going to go last. What's your prediction, Jay?
So let's just see. So we've got a podcast that we're going to be filming for the New Year's in a few weeks now. I think in that interim period, it will continue to blow up. But then I think...
nice pun.
No, yeah, I think, like we were saying earlier, it will just come to a halt. The issue is, again, it sounds horrible, but it's not about best practice. It's about the money involved. And you've got big players in too big, like we spoke about the other day, too big to fail.
Yeah.
And I think the domino effect, not just on those brands, but on everyone else included, from the contractor to the wholesaler to other suppliers in the industry, I think would just be too much. So as a result, I don't think anything's going to transpire further than obviously what we've heard already.
I think it depends on how much social media could push it.
Ooh, that's a good stake.
If this takes if everyone stands together almost and pushes it, almost forcing Neatbit to stick to their guns and people stand by them, then it could work in But ultimately, what do I think is going to happen? Genuinely, I think it's just going to be we put out a statement.
Yeah.
But I love Neatbit. I hope they don't now.
I've got a lot of respect for Neatbit. Right,
Team Neatbit.
So here I go. Soapbox moment. Right,
Yeah.
I've been waiting for this. Soapbox moment. What do I think will happen?
Yeah.
The same thing that happened with IP65 consumer units. Fuck all.
Yeah, what's even? Yeah, that's another
So
story.
the IET put out what they thought about it months, almost. It was a long time after the subject was raised. Okay, that it should be done as a method of last resort. Okay, so those who wanted to work to best practice were now aware of the issue and would only use it as a method of last resort.
Yeah.
Okay? Those competent sparks, those ones who actually hold themselves accountable, those ones who are probably active in that social media space and things like that. So, and they stop fitting them. And then a lot of installers, larger companies, this and the other, don't care and continue to fit them literally as a standard, right? Fine. I think the same thing will happen here. Do I think Napit will backtrack? I think Napit will. They'll either see, like you said, from the surge protection thing here, they'll either see a lot of people give them a lot of extra credibility and be like, I'd rather be associated with them than these guys, because these guys now twice have turned around and said, no, we hold our guys to a higher standard. And if they can gain that reputation quickly, which social media could help them do, it will pay for itself.
It's a risk for them.
It's a hell of a risk.
Yeah.
But again, and I think
it could pay off massively.
But if they monitor it and if it affects them positively, then they come out and stick to it and it doubles down, great. Then you might see some change. If they don't, then they may backtrack and quietly and this, that, and the other and restructure it. Or if they've not done this at all and this is just some rogue thing that a bunch of electricians have come across, then who knows? Until they confirm or deny what the issue is, and if if this is all genuine, blah blah, no one knows. So, which could be commercially driven. Again, you hear about it all the time. One assessor will mark something somewhere, another assessor will mark it a different way.
Yeah, but it's a very precise thing.
This seems very, very, very specific.
Yeah.
So you think it's a blanket approach?
I hope it's a blanket approach, right? I hope it's a directive that's come out there. They're going to see how it lands and go from there. We'll see. Again, unless they make a comment, which I hope they do, great. And then you're always welcome to come on the podcast and share all of it. Genuinely, I've invited Steve on here a load of times. Look, what I think will happen is absolutely nothing. I think it'll peter out. I think some of the bigger boys will go, look, we do all these tests, blah, blah, blah. We've been here 1,000 years, this, that, and the other. Continued trusted brand, which they are by many. And like with most things, it will just fizzle out. What I think will happen long term is a bit like some of the other things. Those sparks now, and if there's nothing else, but sparks now start to ask more questions. Right?
It is, since doing this podcast, and like I'm no special electrician or anything like that, but it's opened my eyes up from like speaking to you and how much change can actually be made and how much bullshit is going on. Do you know what I mean? Like before social media, before anything, I didn't think any of it. I would have just thought, oh, SPD, that's nice.
Yeah, but here's the thing, and this is where I think a lot of companies. I think without getting too specific on these companies, right, need to take a step back before they launch something the same as them, right? You talk about your Hagers and your Schneiders and your Siemens. Like, they are monsters. But they have technical teams bigger than most companies in the UK staff levels, right? Do you know what I mean? So they will have the ability to back anything. They'll have case study report, test reports, the ability to do it. The only reason, you say about what we did since doing the podcast, the only reason I can sit on my high horse at times is because thankfully our joint venture with the factory gives me that same infrastructure. Not quite Schneider, I'll be honest, right? They're a league of their own. But we have 14 engineers, right, employed full time at the factory, whose only job in life is to make things better or make something new. That's all they do, right? And every time something comes up or contractors ask this or someone launches a new product, we buy it, we test it, we put it through its paces like you wouldn't believe with a testing rig that looks like a lab, okay? Not here in Wales, obviously back out in China. And they put it through everything. And Paul sat with me and his entire testing team, and we could not find a safe way to run an SPD without overcurrent protection. So there's absolutely no, to the point where, again, it's caused arguments in here and there and da-da-da because of the way the market shifted. And when he turns around and says to me, I'm not comfortable, I don't want to do it, I listen. Because he's got all the test data there and he's decided based on the technology that we have, it's not the right, and based on the technology that we've tested, it's not best practice.
So going back to electricians asking more, it's like,
but that's
we don't know what to ask.
Where I was going with that is a lot of these companies that import boxes, and we've been one of those companies before, right? We worked at a company that was like it before, where you don't have access to that level of testing or labs, and you're buying stuff that's essentially relabeled, reboxed, and coming over, which is 80% of the industry, right? you don't have that technical knowledge in the building. You don't have that technical knowledge at the factory, but you know ABC Electrical have made this product. Can you make it? Yeah, we can copy it, boom, and you launch it without thinking about it, or the larger technical ramifications of it. And that's why we are, as a company, slower to launch product than others, because we test bollocks off it.
Yeah, but so it's going back to electricians. I think we need companies. I'm not just saying because I'm attached to you in a way, but like we need companies like you to give this kind of information, because I would never know about the build up of an SPD of a certain brand. You trust brands, big brands.
Of course you
naturally do. You trust Apple. You trust Amazon. Do you know what I mean? So without different manufacturers like yourself, like on this podcast stuff, electricians wouldn't know what questions to ask because you trust manufacturers.
Yeah.
So just a quick one, just going on trust. So hypothetically, you do the Napit do an inspection on yours, right?
Yeah.
They fail you because the brand that you're using didn't have the MCB. What's your thoughts towards the brand after that?
I'm not using them again.
Okay. So even though, like Will was saying, look, in order to fix this, it's a quick fix. Don't get me wrong. It's a bit of an error. Well, it's a bit of a faff, sorry. But you can fix it.
I would fix that one, but I wouldn't take the ball off of it.
I agree.
Yeah,
and that's what I think. And again, you'll fix the problem you have to in front of you, and then you'll choose something different going forward, or you'll choose to do it different. So
I ain't using them again. They bloody fail my
but the mindset is, I had this argument when this topic first came up. Right, I had this argument with Jordan from Reform, good customer of ours down in Southampton, right, one of the owners there. And I said to him, you need to tell the customer. He said, mate, they won't listen. That's what they see. That's what they want. Fine, but you need to make them aware. Blah. No, mate, there's no way companies that big. This is gospel. Companies that big would assemble a product like that and expect someone to use it differently than the way they supply it. And that's the mindset of the electrician when they buy it. They're like, well, if that's how it comes, that's how I can fit.
Yeah.
And I think that's a natural way to think.
100% agree. Like,
You need to send an email out now to all the wholesalers. Say, look, you need to put up a sign. Your customers are going to be failed on there.
No.
If they buy this board.
No, I don't, because
Use Navitas.
that, if I did that sort of thing, right, that could be deemed as, what's the word?
Slanderous?
Slanderous. Yeah.
No, you're just making people aware. If you use that board, you're going to fail.
I don't know that because Napit haven't come out and said it.
Okay.
All I know is that's been reported, that's doing the rounds on social media, and that was Fusebox's reply because she put it on an email, which then got distributed around a group with 400 people in it. So, do you know what I mean? And again, I didn't even think the company name was on there, but obviously she's mentioned the company name, so I can read that out. But look, again, Fusebox have applied to their, and I don't blame them because they aren't the only ones that have done it. In fact, they weren't even the first ones to do it.
Let's be honest, it just all goes back to a technical team, doesn't it? Essentially.
Well, it's going to go back to, I think, the IET. So if Napit or any other EPS comes out and goes, yep, we agree with this, or we did that.
It's just not going to happen.
No, of course it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. So next year then, as you were. But hey, good news. Good news. Got a new SPD coming in the new year.
Oh, yes.
Shit off the main fuse.
Don't worry, you can stick it straight off the Busbar if you want. Just don't.
As you've got to do that, have you?
Yeah. Like I said with on the podcast with Kirsty, right? Why is there a hair bubble? Oh no, it's like a ring. Anyway, commercially we got pushed to it, so we've redesigned. Go back to my Blue Peter. Right, we've redesigned this SPD. So at the moment, our live terminals at the top, neutral and earth at the bottom, to essentially match the cage configuration here. So the earth terminals here and the lives there. So essentially, we will still be supplying it with an MCB. So you'll have a live conductor coming out here into your MCB. But should you wish to follow the crowd, you can sack that off and just put it on the Busbar if you really want to.
Okay, so at least you're still, and I'm guessing would you put in the instructions to protect it by a...
Yeah. Our recommendation is...
Yeah, okay.
Now remember, guys, and this is another thing that come up, right? And this keeps coming up when everyone thinks manufacturer's instructions supersede the regs. I used to think it because the way that's how it's marketed.
Yeah, hang on.
Yeah, because that's what someone said to me yesterday. Oh, but if they're supplying the board, like manufacturer instructions supersede it. They only supersede BS 761 if it improves on it. BS 7671 is the minimum standard you have to comply to.
Yeah.
So if the manufacturer's instructions are less than that, okay, they don't supersede them. If they are more than that, if they say, oh, it needs this special RCBO, it needs this, it needs that, whatever, then it complies. But if it's less than, it can't. Otherwise, you could literally say, oh, just use a spanner. Like, do you know what I mean? Just don't even terminate it. Like, that's what we said.
Don't do nothing.
Completely off top. Like,
it's probably best we go off topic before I get sued.
yeah. I come across a terminal the other day, right?
Oh, yeah.
I've never seen this.
You've never seen a terminal before?
This particular one.
Yeah.
It's even better than a Wago.
No.
Yeah.
No. I trust big brands.
I like, it might even be by Wago, I don't even know, but you basically turn this, it was for like 25mm cable, so it was quite big. You turn this Allen key, and it's like a spring. So you drop it in, release, and it just clamps it. So it's torqued up, you haven't got to torque it, it's done.
Oh,
so there's
wow.
no lever, you just turn the thing in, done.
Where'd you see that?
Yeah.
So it was in a compressor. It was in a compressor I was wiring up. I was like, what's this? And then you turn it, open it, drop the cable in, release it, it obviously catches, and then you lock it.
Oh, nice.
That's brilliant.
That's a good shot.
I was like, I want to see that in everything.
I'm just thinking now, because the only reason you don't see them in consumer units, then lever arching, is because in the regs it still says it has to be fitted with a screwdriver onto a screw. But would you be able to get round? Because a cage clamp is essentially the same, right?
Well, it's a cage clamp, but on like
But
a
on
spring.
a spring, rather than a screw.
Use a screwdriver to.
Yeah, I suppose it probably wouldn't comply because it literally says in the BSEN standards it has to be with a screw. So a screw pushes the cage clamp, which then makes a terminal.
I don't think so then.
So if you're saying, they're replacing the screw with a spring. That's awesome.
I was well impressed. Like,
Could you get like a sample of it?
nah.
Go away.
I got a video of it.
Yeah.
But I was like, why have I never thought of that?
Yeah.
Why is it like? But maybe because you.
How many people do you think are getting Wagos in their stockings this year? I mean, electricians. Everyone loves that spring release.
Wago's a class, isn't it? Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Like, they've been like, we want to see, because the whole Torque Up thing. If everything was without a screwdriver and it was just all lever or spring, the fires.
Loose connections go, don't they? Yeah. I mean, I think they're epic. I mean, the thing is with Wago is a lot of people have tried to copy them, haven't they? There's a lot of other versions of it now. No, but I don't think anyone's really captured like that. Yeah.
But I thought, just a bit of a...
No, fair play.
All right, well, before we move on, let's do some...
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it that way. You knock the mics over. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Oh! There we are. Oh.
Double bubble.
All right. Read it out.
Do you want to pop yours?
Oh, okay. James, do you want that one?
Oh, go on.
3, 2.
Oh, God, I've lost every single
All right. I don't even know what present. There's no presents in these ones.
You got a joke?
B&M, mate. Come on.
Who's got a joke?
Oh, hey, look, guys. Hey, I will do this as a giveaway. This is a tape measure. Probably fairly useless on site as it's made of paper. But if anyone wants it, jump in the comments.
You could put it for worst present.
Worst present next year, the ESK do. Yeah.
That's a similar length to something.
What's that then? My credit card statement. Right. What do you call a row of men waiting for a haircut? Oh my God.
Man bar.
Man bar. Brilliant. Close. A barbecue.
That's good.
Is it?
Yeah, I like that one.
Oh, you can keep it. Go on,
Right.
Jay.
What is a pelican's favourite TV show?
Fucking hell, these are bad. Blue Peter.
The Bill.
The what?
The Bill.
I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
So The Bill was like an old.
Oh, no, yeah,
series.
it's a police series.
Yeah.
Oh, because it's. Oh, yeah, no, I do get it. Pelican, white, black,
Oh
the
my
thing
God.
with the tie. Yeah, look like
Bill.
coppers.
I thought it was quite good.
Ah, shite. Exactly.
Alright, cool.
How do you make a jacket last?
How do you make a jacket last? Don't know.
Don't know.
Make the trousers first. with an SPD.
That's so bad. Make the trousers.
That was bad.
B&M, congratulations. You win the prize this year of worst crackers. Or worst cracker jokes, anyway. And gifts. And hats. So, guys, we have successfully destroyed the budget, destroyed SPDs without MCBs, potentially destroyed Napit. No, I think they'll be right.
I think people are look at them now with respect.
Hopefully, well, we'll
Not
see.
that they didn't, but you know,
Let's see what they say, if they say anything, and then let's see if we get a cease and desist. All we did was tell the truth.
Fingers crossed. Right.
Anyway,
Plans for Christmas. quickly.
Plans for Christmas.
I got a busy month now in December. Every weekend seems to be filled up with drinking.
Poor you.
Wow.
I was thinking, we're flat out. Like, got loads of work. But, yeah.
No, in the week.
Oh yeah, you're drinking in a week.
No. No. I'm not a big drinker.
No. So you got a social calendar full. What you saying?
Busy one.
There you go. What about you?
Busy during the week as well, but then at the weekend I just keep getting new things added to the list. So I just got a message earlier, just before we came in, saying, want to get a Christmas tree this weekend. So I said, all right, check Argos. She goes, no, I want a real one. So I think we're going to go to one of those tree farms. Or, is that
Do you know how much they cost?
Humour me. Go on. How much are they?
They're not cheap, bud. Especially where you live.
Over 20 quid.
Mate, they push closer to 100 quid.
How long do they last?
Christmas? Not long. They're dead, isn't they? They've been cut. Like.
Oh, yeah, true.
Still waiting on that first TikTok as well.
Oh, yeah. What happened to Jay's tours?
Yeah, I'll sort it. I'll do it.
Have you even
my
filmed
God.
anything? A day in the life
I've been
of...
moving, haven't I?
You could have filmed that?
No, you didn't want to see that. That was pain. I'll do
Comedy
it.
gold, that was it.
It wasn't. I will film one between now and the next podcast, and then we can review.
What's the repercussions
analyse,
we don't? Because
and
we've
feedback.
this before.
Oh, we've got... I don't know. I mean, I'd say dress him up like a knob, but...
This is a lovely jumper, by the way, boys.
I don't know. We'll have to, I don't know, make him do some kind of... Guys, what is Jay's forfeit if he doesn't do a day in the life video? The worst one wins.
Be nice, guys. Come on. What about yourself, anyway?
Oh, nothing.
Wow.
Work's can't. We've got 4 40-foot iCube deliveries in 2 weeks. So probably the hospital.
Oh, sugar, yeah. Tuesday and Thursday
Tuesday
next
and
week.
Thursday
Yeah.
next week. And
I'll be
then
there.
I think it's Monday and Thursday the following week.
What's our delivery you got?
Yeah, we've got to unload the container. Muggins and me over here. Muggins and me over here. The ones in the can that have to get every box out one by one. Tony gets to sit on a forklift and Brian and us put it all away.
It'd be good exercise anyway.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Guys, anyone in South Wales over the next few weeks wants to give us a hand unloading containers for free, that'd be great. It's that's gonna be tough. And then we got a Christmas do on the 12th.
Yes. Yeah.
So looking forward to that. And then you're gonna be there, aren't you?
Yeah.
There he is. And then that's it. Then we close down on the 22nd.
I think it's 23rd. Half day 23rd.
Half day 23rd. Yeah.
Are you actually going to shut off from work, both of you?
Yeah, probably not.
I'm trying this year.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and just like the 2 weeks. I'm going to purposely not do anything.
I just don't think because it's such a busy time and everything popping up a free phrase in the new year, and so I think I'm going to be up to my eyeballs in truth, because it's going to be like our production date ends for the 3-phase on the 20th, so everything has to be absolutely bang on, and then I'm going to have to be arranging shipping and everything else and blah blah blah. Then the entry. Oh my gosh, it's going to be carnage. Got to get the catalogue done. Got to get all the other market material on it done. Nah, I'll probably be working a bit. Yeah. Jay will have the 2 weeks off. It's not even a dig at him. Like, he can't help me with any of those things. So yeah. But he's got to sell it all when it gets here. So
Yes. Yeah. Well, that's the dream, isn't it?
that's the dream. So yeah.
It will be sold.
And that's that.
Keep going.
All right, so guys, I suppose this is us signing off for 2025. Thank you all ever so much for sticking with us. Those who didn't, please come back. Those who are new to the show, go back and watch them all. And then we'll see you in the new year for our New Year's special. We didn't do any awards this year. Didn't give anyone any awards this year.
Do that last year?
No.
Can we do that for like the New Year's one? Because then essentially it is the end of the year, isn't it?
That's the beginning of the year, actually, Joe.
Oh, it is the beginning of the year.
It's kind of it's what's called a new year.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, we should.
It's not called a Happy Old Year's Day, is it?
Well, yeah. Valid point. Right. We'll just do one. Yeah, we'll do one on the New Year's podcast. We'll just say this is for last year's winners.
Of what?
I don't know. We'll think of something in the interim.
I'll tell you what, guys. Next year we'll do some awards. Next year, but no, guys. Actually, massive thank you for all the support on the podcast, all the support with Navitas, and Jimbo on his channel. For everyone who watches that, I'm sure you'd like to say thank you.
Yeah. Cheers.
That's worse than his read last time. But there you go, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, and everything else. And until next time, have a great Christmas, and remember,
the joy is in the journey.
The joy is in the journey.
Thank you, guys.
Take care, boys.